Welcome back, students. In this session 3 we are going to learn three different things, that is called the formatting a document, then formatting a text, and formatting a paragraph. With that we will also learn bullets and numbering. Now first we are going to learn that is called formatting a document, and document formatting means how to insert header and footer and how to insert footnote and endnote. Okay, so let's begin. Header and footer. Header means we are going to repeat same task on the top of the page, that is called the header, and we are going to add at the bottom of the page, that is called the footer. Okay, so let's open the writer first. Okay, now wait for a while that it will open. Now it is opening here. Okay, now right now we have only one page here and we are going to add a header and footer. So to add header and footer we have to click on the format tab, and from the format tab we will click on the page option. Here we have page option. Now click on the page and page style dialog box is appear here. Now here we can find out the different tabs are there, like organizer, page, background, header, footer, borders, columns and footnotes. So we will click on the header. So now tick mark on header. Now which things we are going to use inside that? So same content, left and right, and left margin, which position we want, right margin, you can increase or decrease the margin, okay, as per requirement, but we will keep it same. We are not going to use anything. And out of it height, it is same. If you click on the more, then another options will appear, like its borders and everything, and but we are not going to change anything right now, but just we want to add the header also. Okay, so you can just click on this and okay, so header is appear here. Now if you want to type anything, you can type it inside that. Okay, now second option, to add the header, we are going to click on this again, go to the page and deselect it, yes, and okay, the header will automatically disappear. Now second way to add a header, that is we have to click on the insert. From the insert we have option header and click on the header. Okay, so default header will be added here. Similarly, if you want to add the footer, so go to the insert and click on the footer and you can click on here. So remember the students, header will be added on the top of the page while footer will added on the bottom of the page, that is called header and footer. Now if you want to add something, means we want to add some fields inside that, like page number, date, title, anything if you want to add inside that. So how to add? So we can click on the insert tab and fields, insert, and you will find the field option from here. Here we have field option. So these kind of fields we can enter. Suppose we are going to add on the top of the page, we want to add a particular subject, so click on this and you can type here standard 9th CBSE. okay, this will be the header. Now we want to add a page number at the bottom of the page, means on the footer. So we'll click here again, we can go to the header, here fields, and click on the page number. So here page number is added, you can see. Okay, so now this way we can add header or footer or anything we can add. Now remember students, if you add another page from here by pressing Ctrl plus enter, you can see automatically in the all page, on the all pages, header and footer will be automatically added. You can see in each page, like here it is added. Okay, here it will be added now. Okay, page number is also added here. You can see everything is added automatically. So this is called the use of header and footer. We can add header and footer from the format tab as well as the insert tab, and then we can insert the different fields. Suppose if you want to add another things, like here we want to add another field, so click here and click any field. For example, you want to add a date, so click on that, the date will be added. Okay, after each and every page is like this. Getting? So this is called the header and footer. Header will be added on the top of the page while footer will added on the bottom of the page. Now next we are going to learn, that is called footnote and endnote. Both is known as the insert in a document to explain or something, some topics we want to explain like comments, or to provide some references to the textbooks. That is called the footnote and endnote. And footnote is placed at the end of the page in a document, and endnote is also placed at the end of entire document. Okay, means footnote will be added at the every page, at the end of the every page, and endnote will be added at the last page of the particular document. So to insert it, we are going to click on the insert. From the insert, we will click on the footnote or endnote option. So let's identify footnote and endnote option here from the insert. Okay, now we are going to add here. So click insert, and you will find footnote and endnote. It will be added automatically, footnote here, numbering. And what you want to add, footnote or endnote. So footnote will be added at the end of each page, while endnote will added at the end of entire document. Means it will be on the last page of your document. If you have 100 page, then endnote will be on the 100 page, right? So this is called the footnote or endnote. Suppose we are going to add a footnote here, so click OK, and you can type here anything. This is the use of footnote. Okay, so you can see after this page we have added, right? So it will be added on that page only. But suppose we want to add endnote, so to add endnote, click on endnote and select the endnote. Okay, and click OK. You can see after end of the page, at the last page, it is, we can type here, this is the use of endnote. Okay, so you can see here at the last page endnote is added here, see, getting. And footnote we have added on the particular page, so it will be added at the particular end of the particular page, like here we have added. So this is called the use of footnote and endnote. Now after this, we are going to learn about the formatting, text formatting features. So for this, we will write some sentences like this is okay. Okay, here we have some lines are there. Okay, here we can see, and we don't want any kind of numbering or bullets, so click here. So we have deleted the numberings. Okay, now first we are going to learn about the bold. So here the first line is selected, it is already selected bold, but we don't want. Now see, this is the formatting toolbar, we will use it right now. So first line should be bold, so select it and click on the bold option, or simply you can press Ctrl plus B from the keyboard to assign the bold. Okay, this way we can bold it. Now italic means your letter will be slightly slopy, so press Ctrl I from the keyboard so it can see, otherwise you can click here, so it can be slopy. Now underline, if you want to use underlines, then Ctrl U, or just press here, so you can use the underline also. Now default formatting means if you want to remove everything, right, so you can press Ctrl plus M, so everything will be removed and it will be on we have like a normal text, and you can press Ctrl Z to revert it. Okay, but we want to Ctrl M only. So then remember the students, Ctrl M, it is for the remove the defaults, and if you're not finding this, select the state, right click, and you can select the default formatting option also. Here you can select also like this and right click on this and default formatting, so everything will be on default. Now next we are going to learn, that is to increase the font size. So this is our heading, so we must increase the font size up to 32. So it is 32. We want to assign a bold, so it is bold now, and also assign the underline, so it is underline. Okay, so and our content will be on 20 size, so select it and move to select by 20. So here we can see it is 20, it is more, so decrease by 18. Yes, 18 now, it is okay. Okay, after that font size, we are going to change the font type. So to do so we have to select the content, go to the format and change a specific font style, like whatever you want. This you can change it. If you want to assign this, you can click on this. Okay, so this way we can change also the font type. Okay, now after this we want to change the font color. So again, we will change the font color of the title. So select it, and here we'll click it and select the font title color here, but now it is not proper visible. So again, click on and change it by particular color. So now it is visible. Similarly, we are going to select it and click here and change a particular color. No, it is not viewable. So again, select it and change it. Now it is viewable. Okay, so this if it is your content is not fitting in this, so we will learn it next, how to set the margins next. After we will learn it. Now next we are going to change this subscript and the superscript. Suppose we want to type like a square plus b square, right? So here we'll write a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, but 2 should be on upside, so that is called the superscript. So select on 2. Remember the students, select on 2, and then we have to open this superscript and subscript option. And for this, to do so, we can use the superscript and subscript option here. Select here, go to the format, and from the format click on the character, and from the character your position tab. Okay, and from the position tab we will select superscript only. So superscript and click on OK. So you can see it. Okay, again select the 2, format, character, position, superscript, and OK. Again for this, select it, format, character, position, superscript, and OK. So here we have written a square plus b square plus c square. Now suppose we are going to write any formula like H2SO4. So here H2SO4. Okay, getting what to do. So first we will select it, format, character, and it should be normal text. So it is normal now 2 should be at the bottom between. Okay, so it is subscript now. So format again, character, in this case subscript, and OK. Similarly for the 4, select the 4, format, character, and subscript, and click OK. So this way we can apply superscript and subscript both. Okay, now change case. Suppose we are going to add a capital for all these, so we are not going to remove it and rewrite it again. We have option to change the case. Okay, and to do so we are just going to click on the format menu, and we have option change case here change case. First is sentence case. When you click on the sentence case, only first letter will be capital and remaining will be small. That is called the change case. Okay, then after format, and next the second is lowercase, so everything will be on a second letter. Then after uppercase, so everything will be on a capital letters. This is we want. Okay, so it is called the capital letters. Now next is capitalize every word, means each word's first letter is capital. That is called capitalize each letter. Okay, each word. And then toggle case means first capital letters become small and small letters becomes capitals. That is called the toggle case, but we want only this capitalize each word. So this is called the change case option. This way we can use the change case. Okay, now we want to highlight the text. Suppose we want to highlight this text, so select it. Okay, and we can highlight the text using this option, highlighting. Select it and apply the highlight text color like this. Okay, again select it and click here and select the option to highlight this. So this is called the highlighting text. Now next we are going to learn about the bullets and numbering. So here in this page we will apply the bullets and numbering. We will write here examples of numbering formats. Okay, now we want to write some flower names like lotus. So here we can click here. Okay, by default 1 2 3 will be added, so here we'll write lotus, press enter, then orchid, and then lily. Okay, now next, after this, we don't want to add 1 2 3, we want to add in form of the, see, in form of the Roman. Okay, so how to change that? So for this, we will click on the numbering here. Yes, in the numbering type we want to add a Roman, so select it and click OK. See, it is changed, right? Now suppose we want to change by any other, so click here and like ABC, select it and click OK, right? Similarly, you want to change by bullets. After this, now we are going to use the examples of bullets formats, right? In this we will line like this is the bullets. Okay, like types of network LAN, WAN, MAN. Okay, now we are going to change the bullets type. This is the default bullet, but we want to change it, so click here and bullets, and suppose we want to add arrow, so select it and click OK. Getting? Again, you want to change it by diamond shape, select it, you can change it by diamond shape. So here, from here you can change anything. Instead of this, if you want to do underline or some then you can also use this graphics also. Any graphics you can use. Like this we want, select it and OK, so you can add. So this way we can create the bullets and numbering also. Okay, suppose inside this we want to create another bullet. Okay, so we can just press tab key and then it will be added another bullets inside this, and we can type OK. Okay, now in this again we want another type, so we can just press the tab key and then we can, in that we want to add numbering, so click here and press OK, then type here. So this is called the multi-level bullets. Okay, and numbering also we can apply same thing. Okay, so this way we can create the bullets and numbering from here. Okay, now after this we are going to learn about the paragraph formatting. So to do so we need a paragraph. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the paragraph. Okay, here we have a paragraph, I have copied it and enter, press enter to take a new line. Okay, now we have added. Now paragraph formatting means first we will learn justify. Okay, so how to do justification? So formatting toolbar is, we have already appeared here, formatting toolbar. You see, this is called the formatting toolbar, and we can assign also there's some different option like left, center, right, and justification. So select our data first. Here 4 elements are there. By default it is left, control L is there, center, control plus E for the center, for the right control plus R, and for the justification control plus J. Also you can use same. Okay, but the base is control plus J, that is called justification. Okay, so this way we can add justification option as alignment. Now setting alignment through the paragraph dialog box. Okay, for this we want to you can click on the format and then click on the paragraph option, and from the paragraph option we'll click the alignment option here. Now we have 4 options: left, right, center, justification. So we want to add a center, so click it and center, so everything will be center. But we have large data, so we will keep in mind that it should be justified only. So see, you can see it is justification only. Now aligning text using the second option, that is called using the tabs. Okay, we can set the tabs. So how to set a tabs? So first we are going to use the tab selector option, and for this format menu again and click on the paragraph, and from the paragraph we'll click on the tab option. Here we have tab option, and from the tab option we can change the any settings, but we will keep the first 00. Okay, and here it is right, perfect. Now then after we'll add 1. Okay, then new, then 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now click OK. Now here you can see 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For example, here we are going to write number, then press tab key, name, then salary, and then department. Okay, then now press 1, then name, right? This way we can use the Okay, so this way we can create the tabs, and it's used tab formatting. Without the using that, we can use the tab key also. Now indentation, here we can see here, see some like select first line, so line it is going to next. Okay, but we want to keep it the same, so we can increase the indent like this, see, so that everything can be fit into the one line, fixed line, right? Similarly we can also change the line from here also, so you can see our line can be increased. That is called increasing indent and decreasing indent also. From here we can increase like this. See, our tab is here, we want to put this inside out, right? So we can increase the indent here like this. Okay, if you want to decrease it, click here. So it is increasing indent, and we can say decreasing indent. It is same also apply for the paragraph. Click here and increase the indent like this. Okay, so this way we can increase the indent and decrease the indent also. Okay, now next we are going to learn, that is line spacing. Also we can apply the line spacing between two or more. Okay, to do so we will click on the format, and from the format indent setting we have, so click on that, bullets numbering is there, alignment. Okay, it is given there. Now from the paragraph and indent settings, yes, it is the indents. Now before text, how much we want, after text, first line, last line, line spacing we want 1.5 inches, right? So click here, you can see line spacing is increased automatically. So this way we can increase the line spacing also. Okay, now and remaining task, whatever is there, suppose we want to add borders and background color, so we can also add borders and background color. So select here, and to do so we are going to click on the format. Okay, and paragraph, from the paragraph we have option here border, so click on the borders and assign a specific border, whatever you want. Okay, position, okay, its height or kind of styles, and color also you can specify the color and click OK. So you can see whatever we have selected, it will be assigned the border. Like on this we want to add a border, so again go to the format, paragraph, click on the border, select the specific border and its color. Okay, and OK, and then click OK. You can assign, select it first. Yes, I forgot it. Okay, select the specific type border, style also, and color. See, you can see. Okay, so this way we can assign the color. Now if you want to assign a background color, so that you can also assign the background color also. Select it, again go to the format and click on the paragraph again, and from the paragraph we can click on the borders and you can select the color also. And if you want to add some background, okay, so select the specific color that we want and select it and click OK. So you can see you can also select the background color. Okay students, so this is all about the how to set the border and color and some formattings inside this. I hope you understood this. Do the practice at home. Till the next video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to your friends also.